Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Matwaychuk, and I'm a psychologist who teaches rational emotive behavior therapy, or what is known as REBT. In rational emotive behavior therapy, one way we define emotional disturbance as taking yourself, others, and life too seriously or not seriously enough. In my view, many people take themselves too seriously, and that makes them vulnerable to shame and insults as well as inhibition. In rational emotive behavior therapy, we teach people to adopt the philosophy of equal human worth. Humans easily confuse their intrinsic value with their extrinsic value and then define their intrinsic value on the basis of their extrinsic value or their achievements. When you define your intrinsic value, your personal worth, in terms of your external achievements, you make yourself very vulnerable to insults, disrespect, and you then anger yourself. You make yourself vulnerable also to shame when you fall short. So therefore, you may hold yourself back from maximizing pleasure in life because you're afraid to fail. In REBT, we would argue that if you don't take life seriously enough, you may be reckless and take foolhardy risks. So that too is cautioned against. But that people very often take themselves too seriously and suffer a great deal of emotional disturbance as a result. They also take what other people say too seriously, and then they disturb themselves. So in REBT, we're trying to help you achieve that sweet spot, so to speak, where you acknowledge how you do certain things poorly, how other people may not think well of you, but that you don't disturb yourself about your rejections and failures. And then you work on achieving those goals of yours that are important. So in rational emotive behavior therapy, we would argue that you can continue to work on improving your behavior towards certain goals while never taking yourself or other people or even your achievements too seriously or not seriously enough. When I was in training at the Albert Ellis Institute, it was pretty clear that Albert set the tone for not taking yourself too seriously or not seriously enough. He would write songs poking fun at irrational ideas that people would use to disturb themselves, and sometimes would lead groups where he would sing them and demonstrate that he didn't take himself too seriously. We had a great deal of fun. But we also learned how to debate ideas and to acknowledge when our thinking was off or mistaken. I would encourage you to work on unconditionally accepting yourself, seeing the harm that trying to increase your personal worth will lead to, and being able to tolerate rejection and failure by not taking life too seriously. Yes, you want to strive for achievement, but also learn that failure is part of the human experience and free yourself to shamelessly pursue your own goals. I would also like to mention to you that every Saturday I do a demonstration on Zoom at 9 a.m. here in New York City. It's free to attend, and I take a volunteer who's willing to discuss a problem in front of the Zoom audience. During the course of our 40-minute discussion, I show them how not to take themselves, others, in life too seriously or not seriously enough. In other words, I teach them how to think differently so that they can change what they can change and accept what they can't. It's free to attend, and at the end, I take questions from the viewing audience. So if you're interested in rational emotive behavior therapy, I would encourage you to write to me at rebtdoctor@gmail.com. That's rebtdoctor, doctor@gmail.com, and request the Zoom link. I hope to see you on Saturday, but more importantly, I hope you don't take yourself, others and life too seriously or not seriously enough.